Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everybody to the best time of the week. It is TGC weekend here for round 6 in Monaco. I think we have basically a full lobby for this race. 19 people. I think we are missing one who may join in a bit later on. I believe for this race we are doing I think it's midnight race for this race. Obviously dynamic weather as usual. We do have a few faces back for this weekend. We do have Keith is back in the Ferrari, one of the championship contenders. Also Lord Mojave is back after 4 races off, I believe. It is good to see all the old faces back and racing for this weekend. It's going to be a good old race. It is a 2-stop mandatory now because of the new rule in F1. So we'll see if some people don't follow it, and we'll see what happens. So there's going to be one. Wrong button. Wrong button. Alright guys, I think we are missing one of the Haas's. Hopefully we can try and get him in shortly. We will see about that. We will try and get him in as well. I don't know if he is racing or not, but we will try and get him in. Hi Neon. Oh, we also have Neon back. After 5 weeks off because he didn't have the game, we finally have Neon back. Hi Pestry Goat. Not my goat. Keeps my goat. Anyway, we'll put all the stuff on just for you guys. And the first one out on track is a Mercedes. I believe that is Karubi. Sorry, Pestry Goat. My bad, buddy. Still love you. Anyway, cool. It is going to be really hard to set a lap here. And with JD Juice Box has already retired. I don't think he wanted to do quali today. Yeah, he's in the wall. It is going to be hard to set a lap on this track because obviously it is Monaco. There's going to be a lot of traffic out here. Obviously one less car now, and I believe Lord Mojave has also got a quali ban for this race. So there's only going to be 17 cars now participating in qualifying. We will ride on board with Karubi for this first lap. Going up the casino. He's going a bit slower than usual, but I think it's just taking it nice and steady, not trying to invalidate. Well, you can't really invalidate. Not trying to hit the wall just like he did there, pick up any damage or crash like we've already seen. Through the tricky sector 2. He's going to get a bit of dirty air from the Red Bull in front. I believe that is Lord Mojave just doing his outlap to get his setup sorted. Going to get a nice slipstream from him. And he will pull off to the side into the swimming pool chicane. Does dodge that, I can't speak English. Does dodge the barrier pretty well. Foot to the floor through here. We got to really send it through this part of the track. Down to 4th gear. Into the final couple corners now. Keeps it nice and clean. There's a Sauber who has stopped. I don't know if that's a crash or not, but Karubi across the line. He was the first one to set a lap, and it's a 1:11.3. Lord Mojave has retired. Yep, that is his quali ban. Guga goes to the top with a 1:10.6. And Sprinter just behind a 1:11.0. F1 Banks and the Williams goes fastest at the moment with a 1:10.6. It's going to be a lot of good laps, I reckon, today. Com United hasn't validated, so he's going to restart his lap. On with the Sauber, it's also invalidated. The V-Cup, here she go, doesn't really matter. How is everyone invalidating? Godrip will cross the line, goes P3 at 110.8. Why is there another Sauber in the wall? King Kong. I mean, that's Daniel Avocado in the McLaren. Oh, he says invalidated, so he's going to redo it. I'm trying to find someone that is on a lap, but it looks like everyone isn't on a lap. Sprinter, you haven't been picked yet, so just yeah. Neither of you, Com United, I don't think you've been picked either yet. Whoa, Coop has retired. He's just sent it into the wall. That's 3 people out of, well, 2 people more, like. Com United just sets a 112.1. Then we will go on board with the Alpine of Aiden Israden, who is just finishing off his lap now, and he goes P3 with a 110.8. And with that is a V-Carb coming across the line next, which is Oscar Piastrigo, the championship leader at the... Oh, never mind, he's invalidated. Of course he is. We will go on with Keith, because I know he is second in the championship at the moment. He is wanting to fight for that championship in his home Grand Prix, as we like to say. All the battery down to the line. It was Purple Sector 2, and it's faster so far with the 109.8. The only drivers in the 108s at the moment. Apex is... I don't know what he's doing. Where is Aiden? Is he on a lap? Aiden is not on a lap. We'll go on board with Guga. No, coming out of the pits. Piastrigo, though, just about to finish lap. The championship leader goes P2 at the moment at 110.1. This is it's gonna be real good at the moment. The top 2 in the championship are currently P1 and 2. Turn 1 is gonna be interesting if it stays like this. And the McLaren, just starting a lap now. Aston Martin, I think that's Godrip. Is he coming across the line? No, he's starting a lap. Haas of Fat Cat is also starting a lap. He is a new driver. He is reserving, I think. Quite a lot of reserves in this one tonight. Even Daniel Avocado, he did get dropped by McLaren, but he is also now reserving for McLaren because Clammy Kid is not here. Poor Clammy Kid. Just on to Blackbeard now, one of the reserve drivers for Williams coming across the line. P17 at the moment with a 113.0. I was about to say 1 with 13.3, but it's not. I believe there's Alpine coming across the line. I think Aiden has just finished a lap. Yes, he did. 110.3 puts him up into P3 at the moment. We're right on board with Sprinter Giggles, because I know he's watching. I want to see if I can put him off a bit. Just riding on board with him up through Casino. Night, is it? Ooh, bit of a slide coming out of there into the wall. I wonder if he got damage from that, not sure. Sorry, Blackbeard did not get P17, he got P12. I said P17 earlier, sorry, it's my bad. Fat Cat, the reserve driver, a 1095. Black Bear heads into the pits. I think F1 Banks is finishing off a lap now. 4 tenths up on his time. That would put him into P4. Ooh. That would have put him off big time. Com United got a 5-place group penalty for collision with F1 Banks. That will be looked at after qualifying to see if it is true or not. To see if he will get rid of that group penalty possibly or not. We're not sure yet. Go Kruby. We're right on board with, I believe that is Daniel Avocado, just finished. No, he goes into the pits. We'll go on board with Jordan then, because I think he is the next one to cross the line. No, he isn't. He is boxing too. Glodrip. Glodrip is coming across the line now. I don't think he's really improving. He could improve a little bit on his time. Improves 1.5 tenths up to P7. I want to see Neon. Neon, after being away for the whole season, has come back after he just got the game not long ago. Let's see what he can do. Probably not as much practice as these guys have on this new game with the new handling and stuff, but it's not too much different. Just a bit more tire wear. Bit of a rear end snap coming out of that corner. He's losing the rear end quite a lot. Maybe too early on the power. We're not sure. Around the hairpin. Through the tricky sector too, and then coming out of this corner, just going to be foot to the floor, all the power just to the line. Well, not to the line, sorry, my bad. Through to the swimming pool chicane, avoids the corner, avoids the barrier, sorry. Full flap through here. He's going to get a bit of dirty air from the Aston Martin. I believe that is Glodrip. Just he's going through the tricky part. It's got a lot of traffic coming up here now, as they both do get out of the way. And then just all the battery and DRS to the line for Neon, and that is going to be a 112.1, putting them in P11. But Com United straight away gets that position and goes up to P11. Sprinter, you still haven't been picked, buddy. No one wants you. I think the Haas is not on a lap, unfortunately. We'll go on board with the McLaren, and also not on a lap. Daniel Avocado, which is Rhino, the only driver not to set a lap so far. Can he set a lap now, just at least get a position where he's not behind both the Saubers? But I didn't realize King Kong also retired, so both Saubers are out. JD Juicebox is out, and Lil Mahavier obviously is out just due to his quali ban that he picked up. There's a Red Bull coming across the line. Com United. Nope. Alpine. Is that a pit? No, it's Aiden as Raiden. Doesn't. I think improves that. Yeah, he does. Improves to 109.7. Putting him in P3. Keith has got some work to do if he wants to be near the front, which he is starting to set a lap now. Through sector 1, he's got Alpine of Aiden's Raiden going real slow in front of him, but through the casino. And then through this. Oh, a little bit of a snap there by the looks of it. Avoids the bump on the left-hand side. Gets a purple sector 1. Not much up on his time at the moment. Through the hairpin. Or get through this whole thing. Picks up the power real early. See how early he can pick up the power here. Really early. Real confident on the throttle. Going ERS all the way through. And to this swimming pool chicane, can he avoid the barriers? Yes, he does. Runs over the curb a bit, but doesn't invalidate, which is good from him. Through the swimming pool section, nice and flat, real confident through here. He really pushing the Ferrari to the limits. Last couple corners now. Down down the home straight, DRS enabled, and also ERS. Down across the line, there's a provisional pole with a 109.3. What a lap here. What a lap from Keith responding. Post on pole at the moment by 2 tenths. I believe that is a Aston Martin as well. Oh, not Aston Martin, sorry, Mercedes. Karubi's just starting lap. There is only 4 minutes left of the session. Apex has invalidated. Glodrip is on a lap at the moment. Through Sector 2, who hits a wall on the outside of his purple Sector 2 at the moment. 4 tenths up on his time, hits the wall again through the last corner. Oh, no, it's not last corner, sorry, last couple corners. Has a bit of a slide coming out the penultimate corner. Then just flat all the way to the line, using the DRS and the ERS to his advantage. Goes into P5, 110.1. And Black Bear also improves up to P12 with a 112.0. Who is playing on keyboard and mouse? Let's just take that into account. None of the drivers, I don't think many drivers are on flying laps at the moment. But we will ride on board with Fat Cat as he is just starting his lap now, pushing. Fat Cat, can he push for pole? Through the casino now is Fat Cat through this corner. Oh, seems to now look quite good. Avoids the bump on the left hand side. 1.5 tenths up on his current time. Through the tricky Sector 2 now. Says gear 2. Let's see what is the split time when he comes out. Obviously we won't find out yet, but all the throttle all the way down. Bit of ERS through to the swimming pool chicane. Avoids it, runs over the curb, but it runs over it too much and invalidates. He's going to have to save if he wants to do another lap. Yes, Communard, I think you will finish. You will be P16 at this rate. Actually, no, I think you will be, yeah, P16. Glodrip pushing on a lap with not much battery, so we'll see what they have, how that goes. I think Sprinter will be the first driver to start a lap on their final lap, if that makes sense. Actually, no, sorry, on a Fat Cat will be, he's gonna push, I believe. I'm not sure what he is doing. I think he's gonna push with not much battery. We'll see what happens with him. Sorry, I didn't see his oh my god, 1 split time, so I don't know if he's up or down on his lap. We will see through the tunnel now, going through into the swimming pool chicane. Not swimming pool chicane, what am I on? It is swimming pool chicane. Glodrip has retired from the station. I don't know if that is a crash or I think it's in the pits. Not much battery now for Fat Cat. As he's going through to the Sector 2 split time, he's 2.5 tenths up. That will put him provisional pole at this rate. Hits the wall a little bit. I think there's a little bit of a slide as well through the last couple corners. Foot to the floor, whatever ERS he has left, and he goes P2 with a 109.4. That slide really hurt him. Fat Cat has retired. I think Keith at the moment is on pole. He is up on his time as well by 1/10 of a second. I think Oscar Piastrigo isn't too far behind him. Can he challenge? We'll ride on board with him, see if he can improve on his time. Sprinter Giggles has retired. I don't know, I think there may be a bit of a crash. I am not sure. I think Guga is next to cross the line through the tricky simple here. Keith does go fast with a 109.1. I think Guga was 3 tenths up on his time. Through the last couple corners, foot to the floor, DRS and ERS enabled. down to the finish line, and he goes P7. He'll be starting P7 in the race with a 1:10.1. We'll go back up to the front with Oscar Petrico. He did get a purple sector 2, and he's hit the wall. He's hit the wall. It's put him off centre. Go for the last couple of corners now. He was 4 tenths up on his time. That would not put him pole at this rate. Let's see all the way down, all the ERS, all the DRS, through to the end. And it is P3, 1095. That wall, the collision with the wall really hurt him. We'll go on board with Rhino now, one of the last drivers to do a lap. Oh, bit of a slow. He does back out of it, and he does head into the pits. I believe it is Aiden is Raiden now coming through 4 and basically 5 tenths up on his time. That would put him P2 at this rate. Across the line, and he does go P2 with a 1:09.1. The really close times here between these two. What a qualifying we have here, and what a race we are going to have. Alright, we'll go over your grid now. Sorry, 1 second. Keith will be starting on pole, followed by Aiden's Raiden in P2, Fat Cat P3, Oscar Petrico P4, Glodra Pip in P5, Sprinter Giggles P6, not yet Sprinter, Guga P7, Rhino P8, F1 Banks P9, Apex P10, and Karubi, Communited, Black Bear, Neon, and I don't know who the rest are. Unfortunately, I don't really get to see. Communited does have a 5-place group penalty, so he will be starting, I think, P17. At this rate, guys, we are not restarting, so just race normally, please. Alright, here we go, guys. 5 red lights here at Monaco, and it's lights out, and away we go. Keith with the goods. The Fat Cat somehow is up into P1. I'm not sure that is right, but Keith is up into P1, followed by Aiden is Raiden, I believe. I'm not sure what is happening. But we're not going to listen to that. Keith is in P1 at the moment, followed by Fat Cat in P2. Aiden is Raiden in P3, Oscar Petrico P4. There is yellow flags behind already. Hopefully nothing too bad has happened. There's a Mercedes. There's so many cars inside of each other. And Keith has already run away with this. There's a gap building between him and Fat Cat already. Unfortunately, we can't see the delta, but we can see it on the mini-map what it is like. We will go to see what all the tyres are at the moment. Everyone's starting on the mediums except Lord Mojave, who is on the softs. Up in P14 already, did serve the quali band, so he did start, I believe it was P19, with Connor OCE joining quite late. So he is in P14, going on the softs, going really aggressive, trying to get as many positions as he can in this first stint. As the interval is kind of playing up, so it isn't a minute. It will be like, they'll be quite close together now. as they have, these two have dropped. Aiden is right now. Fat Cat does have a bit of a snap coming out of that corner. We will go back to Sprinter Giggles, who did climb up to P5. Made the move on Glodrip and P5. Could really try and catch up now if he wants to be in that DRS of. As we see a move, I believe, further behind for Lord Mojave, passing the Mercedes of Neon, moving up the positions as quickly as possible. Those softs got more grip than these guys. Oh, bit of Miss Neon has got back at Lord, I believe. We can't really. Oh, there's a collision at the back. Oh, big collision at the back between Lord Mojave and I believe that was Neon, and then Connor OCE did get caught up in it as well. It looks like it's lost a bit of in-play damage there. They may get looked at after the race. We are not sure. As unfortunately Connor OCE does have to come into the box to put on a new wing, but it is a two-stop. So he's going to make a real long on these tyres to see if there also is a safety car potentially. It is Monaco with 20 drivers, which is a possibility. We'll go back on up to the front of the grid with Ferrari. I can't even English. The Ferrari of Keith Respondic up into first, followed by Fat Cat in P2, and Aiden is Raiden running up the top three. These two, Fat Cat and Keith, have run away with this 2.7 second gap between Fat Cat and Aiden is Raiden. Combinator picks up the first penalty of the evening, the 3 second for track limits. And Cooper and Karubi follow suit shortly after with the 3 second time penalties. We'll go back to this battle here between Piastrigo and Aiden is Raiden for P3 at the moment. We know that Piastrigo, being the championship leader, he does have really good pace. I'm not sure. I don't think he was really comfortable around the track. Goes over the bump there. Interesting. Really interesting from him. Sprinter Giggles just behind. You can see he is slowly starting to catch up to the back of these two, with him dragging Glodrip along as well. Hey, Sprinter Giggles does get into the DRS here of Piastrigo. Obviously, Sprinter Giggles having his best finish in a main race in TGC, a feature race in TGC, finishing in the podium positions at his home race in Singapore. Not actually his home race, but we let him. Yeah, finishing P3 in Singapore, so he really wants to continue that great form here. Let's see if he can do anything. And bit of a snap, and Glodrip gets past him. Big mistake from Sprinter, and lets Glodrip pass. Right on the back of him, goes over a bit of a bump there. He does have the DRS on Glodrip. I don't know. I don't think Glodrip has it either. No, he does not. As in that, all of that, F1 Banks did pick up a 3 second time penalty, and he is falling down 3 positions. Oh, he's pitted. Never mind. False alarm, guys. And I believe that is also Lord Mojave coming into the box, onto the hard tyres, getting off those softs nice and early, going onto the hards, going for a nice long stint, I believe. Anyway, back up to these two. Still Keith in the lead, followed by Fat Cat. A 4 second gap now between Aiden is Raiden and Keith. Come on, guys, I want to see some action. Can someone, try and overtake? Apex picks up a 3 second penalty, and I believe that was King Kong as well. Picks up a 3 second time penalty for corner cutting. I believe it looks like it's coming from the swimming pool chicane, as we will ride on board with, I believe that is Neon coming through. JD Juicebox picks up one as well, in the same section as well, in the swimming pool chicane. It's Guga, and we'll go back up to front here. Guga and Daniel Avocado looking like they were swapping positions quite a bit. Oh no, so Sprinter Giggles. Sprinter Giggles has box, and I believe that is Apex as well in the box. Apex coming on to the mediums. It's quite early, lap 6, and they both started on the mediums. Sprinter Giggles is on the hard, so he will be going for a longer stint. Almost a bit of a collision there between the Mercedes and Sprinter Giggles on the exit. Go back up to the front with not Guga, with Oscar Piastrigo. These two just sitting behind each other still. They know it's a long race, and with it being a 2-stop, they don't have to panic. There's also a high chance of safety cars around here. As Piastrigo has been dropped here from Aiden. I don't know if it's a tactical thing from Oscar Piastrigo, or if he's backed off to get away from the dirty air, or if it's Aiden just picking up the pace a bit and pushing a bit. But there's still the 4.2 second gap, to Fat Cat, but they're really picking it up. He's really picking it up now, trying to push as much as he can to get to these two leaders. Back up front though, still just these two, just Fat Cat just sitting behind the Keith here. Just waiting for a mistake possibly from Keith, or just chilling out a bit, waiting for the pit stops, making his move in the pit stops. Now a bit of a gap here between the two McLarens. Jordan 8 seconds behind his teammate of Daniel Avocado. There's a big gap for him there. I think if Keith or Fat Cat decide to box now, they will come in front of him, I believe, possibly, which will be a nice gap to come out into. We will see if we can find a battle at the moment, but I believe this is probably the closest one we have at the moment, with Karubi and Jordan for P8. As Apex has retired, looks like it is a crash. We will go back there. He has crashed, or I don't know. It's not no safety car though. JD Juicebox picks up a 3-second time penalty. Cooper is just chilling. 3-second time penalty for him too. We'll see what happened with Apex. We didn't get to see it. We will see what happened. So we're right on board with Fat Cat still. He clips the wall on the exit there. That might have been wall damage. Apex has just come in and said he clipped the wall on the chicane exit. Yep, so that would have ripped his wheel right off. Still following on with these two. Oh, massive slide on the exit there from Cat Cat. He's going to really have to push now if he wants to keep in DRS. So we put all this stuff. I've got to put that on. It's my bad. We will go back here now to these three, Blackbear, Karubi and Jordan, all within about a second of each other. Can we see something happen between these two? Blackbear has just fallen off a bit. I don't think the keyboard is the way to go, but I mean, it's up in the P10, so I can't really say anything. Yellow flags further behind. That looks like it is the Sauber of King Kong. Yes, it is. Sauber not really having the weekend here, both down in P18 and 19. Keith has dropped him above, dropped Fat Cat, but no, did have a mistake there. The same as Fat Cat, there is a 1 second gap there. Can he hold it off just till the DRS detection zone, which is coming up here? Just now, I believe he has not got DRS, Fat Cat. We will look at his boxes. Fat Cat has pulled into the box, going that undercut on Keith. Keith is going to have some traffic here already on lap 10, with both the Saubers lap cars in front of him. Glodrip has also decided the box. We will see Fat Cat comes out. Sorry, where is Fat Cat gone? On the hard tires, I believe that is. So he's going for a long stint here. There's a yellow flag further behind. I believe that is Cooper. Yep, just moving out of the way of the lapped cars, of the lead pack. It's going to be hard to move out of the way here, unfortunately. Luckily, Ghosting is on, as a Mercedes is around. Yes, it is. It is Karubi. I don't know if he was at the wall or not. Glodrup and Jordan both going side by side here. Glodrup is on the fresher tyres, not really Jordan's race. Ooh, Jordan, big slide as F1 Banks does get past him as well. I believe he hasn't. I don't believe F1 Banks has blocked. We will go look at the stops and see who has stops. Never mind. F1 Banks has stopped. Keith is also. Keith has now decided to box. Wrong one. Sorry. Keith has now decided to box just to try and cover off that undercut. But I believe Fat Cat is just going to get him on the exit. Almost collided with each other. Fat Cat is now net P1 in this race, but Keith is on the mediums. He's going to put onto the hards at the end as Jordan picks up a 10-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. But Keith is going to have to really push now if he wants to catch up. There is a yellow flag further behind. I'm not sure what that was. I think it might have been Karubi just entering the pit lane. Aiden is now your race leader at the moment, hasn't boxed, and with Fat Cat on those fresher tyres is really catching up quite quickly. Oh, that was a Sauber in the wall. I believe that was Cooper. And Cooper is out. He has clipped the wall and has gone flying. He is sitting in the middle of the track. I don't know if is that gonna be a safety car? Apparently not. Apparently to the FIA, that's not a safety car. Fat Cat does set the fastest lap of the race. Another yellow flag further back. I believe that was JD Juice. No, not JD Juice Box. Oh, Neon is backwards. He is stranded here. There's another yellow flag further up into Sector 1. Neon does get, luckily, like I say all the time, luckily Ghosting is... Oh, I'm not sure what's happened there. Luckily Ghosting is on, so people don't just crash into each other. He does have to put... I will check that, Kalki, because I'm not sure either. Sorry, what is it under? Wait, is it under that one? No. Sorry guys, I'll just figure that out. Safety car, yeah, it is on. It's on reduced, just like normal. It was a... I'm the same with you, Mikey. That should have been a safety car, I reckon. Glodrup has retired. We will see what's happened. Oh, he is stranded. It's stranded in the middle, and guess what? No safety car. That is unfortunate. Yeah, I agree with you, Mikey. We may have to look at that afterwards. But yeah, that is now Glodrup out, as well as Cooper and IE Apex. All three of them crashing out of the session. We will ride on board with Fat Cat, who's still the leader of the race. Keith has caught up to the back of him, right behind him. As King Kong does pick up another 3-second time penalty, puts him up to 6 seconds. Keith cut the corner a bit there, maybe a warning for him. But now a 9-second gap between Keith and Oscar. We'll see if Oscar stopped. I'm not sure if he has stopped. There is a yellow flag further behind. That is King Kong, and he is retired on track. But Oscar Pietro has, so there's just a pure gap of a 9.5 second between Keith and Pietro. Clemmy, I don't know if you're in the chat, but you just got drafted for Haas in Tier 2, so good luck, buddy. Well done. We will stay on board with these two. It's a battle for P1. Could be quite interesting here. We'll go aboard with Sprinter. Yep, lap car. Sprinter and Guga. Friends off the track. Rivals on it. Let's see. He's right up behind. This is not going to be good. It is not good between the Ferrari and the V-Cup, and that is a safety car. Daniel Avocado has also DNF. Our first safety car of the night. That is going to be looked at though between Sprinter Giggles and Guga 14. Almost some 2024 Monaco type stuff between Sergio Perez and the Haas's. Neon has picked up a drive second penalty. Oh, a drive second? What am I talking about? A drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car, unfortunately. We will ride on board with, I think Fat Cat is going to be the race leader. Now, Sprinter did get damage, I believe. Sprinter, did you get damage? Confirm. No, he's got in-plate damage, Kalki. Kalki's got wing plate damage, bro. Doing. That also brings Lord Mojave back into it. P7 at the moment. Started P last, obviously with the quali ban. Everyone is boxing now. Fat Cat, Keith, all boxed. Neon decided to stay out, but he's not the lead. I'm just going to take a bit of a quick break. Actually, it hasn't been that entertaining. As the safety car does now pick up the leader of Fat Cat. Lord Mojave drive-through penalty just makes it even harder for himself. Speeding on a safety car. Sprinter, you still haven't been drafted yet. Looking less and less likely. Yeah, well, we'll look over the grid now. Why under the safety car? Fat Cat does lead. Keefer's not going to be happy with that safety car. I don't know if it helped him or not, but he's going to have to try and overtake him on track now instead of the pit lane. Oscar Pieshigo in P3, followed by Guga in P4. Where has he come from? The V car. What? Guga, have you cheated somehow? Aiden is rated in P5. Sprinter Giggles P6. Blackbear P7, a real unsurprising one that on a keyboard up into P7 is pretty good. Lord Mojave P8, but does have that drive-through penalty. F1 Banks and the Williams in P9. Connor OC rounds out the points positions at the moment in P10. Communited P11, followed by Karubi in P12. Jordan P13 at the moment. Neon P14. And JD Juicebox in P15 rounds out the runners, and obviously Daniel Avocado, King Kong, Odrip Cooper, and Apex all retired from the section. I'm trying to get back to the race leader. Alright, so you guys, just send the people in the chat, let's see, I want to see your predictions for the rest of this race. you reckon will win the race? Who you reckon will be the next to crash out? And if there's another safety car, or any just crazy predictions, you reckon? Let's see them in the comments. Let's see what happens. Guga, no glazing yourself, please, because we know you're washed. You still need a pit, buddy. You're cooked. Any predictions? I don't think there's any predictions. So no one predicted anything. Sweet. We cooked. Guga is gonna win. Yes, I'm glazing him. Mikey, you realize that everyone's done their 2 stops and he hasn't? So, are you sure? We'll have a look. Oh, most people have done 2 stops. The JD comeback from P15. Well, I would love to see it. I'm here for it. Alright, safety car is in this lap. Let's see what kind of who gets a better start between these two. He has a plan, I can see. Okay. I heard there's a bit of a collision there. I heard a bit of contact. Monaco is super hard to overtake. He kinda in a good spot. Yeah, sure. Jordan does pick up a 10-second penalty for collision. With a bit of a collision there. Lord Javier falls all the way down to P18. I'm not sure what has happened there. Did he spin under safety car? The race restarted. I forgot about it. Fat Cat stays P1, followed by Keith in P2. Both the V-Cubs have stayed. There's already a big gap here between, I believe that is Connor OCE and the Ferrari of Sprinter Giggles. Which is already a 1.5 second gap already. Yeah, we know. He's just trying to look. He's just trying to be like his the goat Guga spinning under safety car. Guga does it in TGC a lot, as Guga has backed off quite a bit from Piastri already. Maybe he's trying to hold him up for his teammates. We were not sure. Obviously, we're not sure. There's a yellow flag behind. There's F1 Banks. If you can see his car in the background, his wheel has been ripped off. And guess what, guys? Not a safety car. Wow, are we surprised? No, we're not. DRS has been enabled now. Fat Cat has run away 1.3 seconds now to Keith. JD Juicebox has picked up another 3-second time penalty. I'm with you on that, Mikey. I think we may need to up it to standard, maybe. Fat Cat still leads. Nothing really interesting has happened at the moment. We will ride on board with Guga because he has got a massive train behind him, consisting of the Alpine of Aiden's Raiden, Sprinter Giggles, the Ferrari, and Connor OCE, the Haas. Guga is really doing a Valtteri Bottas. Just holding up everyone so his teammate can run away. Connor OCE now picks up a 3-second time penalty. Ooh, pardon me. Fat Cat just continues to just extend his lead here. Sorry guys, just give me 1 second. Just sorting a couple things out. Ooh, whoopsie. Anyway, we're running back on board. Guga's still holding up Aiden and the rest of the grid, basically. Guga, get a move on, bro. Get a move on. There's also Pierre just kind of in no man's land at the moment. He's 3 seconds behind Keith, but also 3.5 seconds in front of his teammate. He is in no man's land. The top 3 all are anyway. We will ride on board back here with Com United and I believe it is Blackbear. These two, see what kind of battle these two have. JD Juicebox has retired, and guess what, guys? Won't be a safety car. We're riding with Lord to see the damage. Yep, wheel, and I believe that may have been from the corner there. We now only have 13 drivers remaining. 17. 17. What am I talking about? 7 DNFs. Sorry. But guess what? No safety cars. Is Aiden going to look for a move? He looks like he's getting really impatient behind Guga. And then they realise Guga still has to pit. I think quite a few of these drivers do. A little bit of a contact there by the looks of it. Not sure. Guga is just doing God's work to his teammate. Connor OCE picks up another 3-second penalty. Up to 6 seconds now. He got them quite close back to back. We'll just continue right on board with these guys, as these are the only ones kind of close to each other. We'll ride them all with sprinters, see if we can, and we'll watch from behind, see if anything happens either. So a bit of a, Aiden Raiden did hit the wall there for a little bit. I don't think he got damage from it. Just a little bit of a love tap. Going up the casino. Is Aiden going to look for a move? I don't think he is. Aiden is really just sticking behind Guga here. We've got the front row. Sprinter Giggles has the front row seats because if anything happens, he's in there. But Guga is really helping his teammate, letting his teammate run away. 6 seconds is the gap between him and his teammate. Guga is still washed though. We will ride on board here with Com United. As he looks, they look like oh my god, English. We'll just ride on board with them. I'm not gonna speak. I swear to God, Mikey, if you make fun of me, I'm gonna like, I don't know. 3-second time penalty for Gugas. Aiden does get past now. Must have been a bit of a mistake, but he gets get past Guga. 7 seconds he's got to make up to Oscar Piastri. Will he be able to do it in the remaining 16 laps? I think it is. My maths isn't good, so just bear with me. We're riding board here with Lord Mojave. He's getting quite close to the back of Jordan. It looks for a move. Mikey, I'm not going to say it on stream. As Lord Mojave does get the move done on Jordan. Up into P11 now. He can still get points here. Blackbeard does pick up a 3-second time penalty, sorry, for corner cutting. These two keeps getting closer and closer every lap. See, maybe something can happen. Com United are going to get desperate. Maybe go for a move on the Blackbeard. Obviously now he knows that he does have more. Blackbeard does have more penalties than him, so maybe we'll just sit back and just chill out. Anyway, back up to the front now. Fat Cat still in P1. 3.5 second gap to Keith. And then a 5.6 second gap to Oscar Piastri. To the front three really spread out. I think quite a lot of the field now are spread out. There's a yellow flag. There is Connor OC and Sprinter Giggles. I'm not sure what has happened there. We'll see. Does Connor OC have damage? No. Sprinter Giggles does. Sprinter Giggles has got no right in play. Not sure what has happened between those two. As we will go back to Com United. As Lord and Karubi actually. Ooh, bit of a squeeze there from Karubi. Lord does pick up a bit of damage now. No, he doesn't. Never mind. Scrap that. Right on with Lord for a bit, see if he can get past Karubi. Goes down the inside, really aggressive send. I think it hits the wall. Still goes side by side. What is happening? I don't know what to say about that one. Can someone say something? Konosi does retire. I'm not sure what that is. We will ride on board with Lord Marvia, see what it is. I think it's just the exact same as JD Juicebox. And guess what? No safety car. We are now down to 12 drivers. We'll go back to Com United as these two are still just right next to each other. Mikey, you still in chat? Can you tell me what we just saw with Lord and Karubi? Please, just someone. And we'll keep following on board with these two. Is Community going to have a look at any of the corners? Not at the moment. He still decides to sit behind and wait. He does have his teammate catching up to him. We all know what Lord's pace is like, but we all know how dirty he can be as well. We'll go back to Jordan as well. Jordan and Karubi are also quite close to each other. Let's see, maybe these two can make a move. Fighting for P10, but Jordan does have the 13 seconds with the penalties. Tries around the outside. Karubi does block it off. Taps the wall. Hold on 1 second. I look away for 1 second and Keith has made up quite a lot of time on Fat Cat. 1.6 seconds. Last time we checked it was 3.5 seconds. It's either Keith has really picked up the pace or Fat Cat's tires have just died off, or he just made a bit of a mistake. I'm not sure here. I mean, they're both running the hard tires. They both put it at the exact same time under the safety car. So we will see here. Oscar Pietro does pick up a 3-second time penalty. At this rate, it's not really going to hurt him, with him being 7 seconds behind and 7 seconds in front. So it's going to be a good battle now, as Keith is going to almost be in DRS. Maybe one more lap and Keith will be in DRS of what's his name? Fat Cat. Can we see we may actually see a bit of a battle here for P1. Obviously, it's a track that it's like a second home race for Keith, as his favorite driver is Charles Leclerc, and he wants to be like Charles Leclerc, obviously. Love you, Keith. I know you're watching. Yeah, 6.5 temps here now between the two leaders. Been a big battle between these two the whole race. Both started on the front. Actually, no, they both didn't start on the front row. They both started in the top 3, let's say that. And they've been basically 1 and 2 the whole entire race. Now, obviously, after the safety car, they did split up for a bit, but now right next to each other here, 3 temps here between the Ferrari and the Haas. DRS enabled. Is Keith going to look for something? No, he's not. He's not going to be able to make anything into turn 1. That bit of a terrible exit there from Keith. Lights probably lit up the rear tires. Kalki, you want pit stops? Kalki, you get pit stops. Everyone has done their 2 stops except Guga. I don't know what strategy Guga's doing. He's in some Ferrari type strategy. We have someone in the chat saying Fat Cat for the win. You're welcome, King. It's going to be, I think it's probably going to be one of these two, unless they both crash each other out. There'll be Oscar Piastri. It's probably going to be one of these two for the win here. I'm still not sure what one it will be. We'll just continue riding on board. This is the entertainment here. Fat Cat, the defending go. He is defo winning this. We have a Fat Cat fan in the chat. Let's see if Fat Cat can hold it off, or will Keith pushing for the championship? Can he possibly get the win, get the move off in some place and run away? Obviously, we will see tyres, but they are both on the exact same tyres. 14 lap old hards. They're going to be pretty equal unless one tyres are worse than the other. We're not sure. Just keep sitting behind. As Kalki wants to see Lord on board. Is he going to try the inside? No. Sprinter giggles. Oh, good defending from Sprinter, but he has a terrible exit. And Pig is past Sprinter, up into P6, chasing down Guga 14. You are welcome, Kalki. Can I go back to Keith now? Because this is an interesting battle up the front. Yeah, I know. It's always like that, but we will go back to the front now, unless someone else wants an onboard of someone. But yeah, we'll go back on board with Keith, just for the battle for the win. Apparently Lord Ruin riding his race. Put it in a ticket, we'll see what happens. Yeah, the battle for P1 is still just staying the same, so still quite stale at the moment. We will go back actually to Blackbeard, who is going to look for a move, is he? No, he's not. Fakes some of it, but doesn't fall for it, Jordan. But the keyboard player is really actually doing decent. Looks like could pick up points. What are you talking about? Get out. Back up to the front. Keith is all over the back of the Haas. This Haas, Fat Cat must not like seeing this Ferrari in the rearview mirror. I'm gonna have nightmares about the Ferrari. Pit stops, sure. Everyone has. Everyone's still done 2 stops except Guga. I would love to know what the tires are like for the top 2 drivers. Kalki, you were in a VC with Keith. Can you tell me what his tires are like? Because Aiden does pick up a 3-second time penalty. We did completely miss that. Aiden does pick up the 3-second penalty for track limits. Let's go back to Blackbeard. 3.5 tenths behind Jordan in the McLaren. Oh, not a great exit there from Jordan. Can Blackbeard capitalize on it? No, he's not. Just as behind as Lord Mojave picks up a 10-second penalty for crossing the pit lane exit. Huh? Did he box? He did, and he crossed the pit. Oh my god, my English is terrible. I crossed the white line, let's just say that. As he goes down the inside, no he doesn't. Jordan goes real deep, but actually perfectly. These two, nice little battle forming between these two. Connor OC does leave. Well, he did DNF quite a while ago, so I'm surprised it took him this long. My bad. We'll ride on board with Communited as he is starting to catch Sprinter Giggles. That 3-second penalty won't help him though, if he does end up overtaking him. Oh, bit of a slide on the exit there from Sprinter. What tyres is he on? Mediums. Yeah, nah, you're cooked, bro. Apex is doing. Wait, Apex, who we used to win? Keep riding on board with these two. Communited is catching. Will he make a move on Sprinter Giggles? Sprinter Giggles just drifting around the corners. Com United is also now drifting. I don't know what their tyre is going to be like. I know that one of them is on controller, and I know controller is not good for tyre wear. High apex. Fat Cat at the moment is winning. Yeah, I think you could probably see yourself. Yeah, okay, I thought so. We will go back on up to the front two. Keith still in second, just behind Fat Cat. Lord Mojave does get past his teammate. It already gets past Sprinter Giggles too. Core Sprinter Giggles are lacking. It now has to build 10 seconds to Sprinter and Com United. Sprinter does end up hitting those tyres. We're not looking good for him. Now Lord has to put 7 seconds on his teammate if he wants to keep P6. And also Guga when he has to pit as well. Black Bear does pick up a 3-second time penalty. His third one, I believe that is. Up to 9 seconds? Yes, it is. We will ride on back with Jordan, I believe it is. Karubi, oh, just down the inside to hit. Bit of a contact between these two. We will ride on board with Black Bear. See the better picture. Just Black Bear trying to make a move. They go almost 3 wide. Sprinter Giggles does get through. What is happening? He gets past the McLaren too. Sprinter Giggles on these fresh softs is really pushing. Karubi is trying to defend, moving all over the place. Bit of illegal defending, but we'll move it. We'll see. Guga does box as well. It's going to come out, I believe, P6 for Guga. Not bad. Only loses 1 position. Sprinter, I know you're in the chat. Unfortunately, you got undrafted, so you will be a reserve. But unfortunately, oh VSC. I'm not sure what that is for. Oscar Piastrigo, the championship leader. DNF. Whoa! I completely missed out on that. Piastrigo, if you're in chat, can you please let me know what happened? Because I completely missed it. No safety car though, so just a VSC. Boy, Keith did box as well under the VSC. And he got a drive second. Hey, drive second, what am I talking about? A drive through penalty for Keith, and same as Com United. That's really hurts Keith's race. Apparently, Karubi has said Merc comeback. P8 and 10. Good comeback, guys. Karubi picks up a 3-second time penalty. Oscar Piastrigo does, unfortunately, DNF. But Keith, his main rival, has also picked up a drive-through penalty. Com United has just pitted now to serve his. Will Keith serve his now, or will he hold off? Sprinter Giggles has gone past. He's back up into P6 where he was before he pitted. Piastrigo, what happened? I want to know what happened. Com United has picked up a 10-second penalty for cutting the white line on exit of the pit lane, which is not good. Piastrigo has said he just clipped the inside of the wall and death. Is that the swimming pool chicane? Keith did get rid of his drive-through. We did completely miss it, but he's only in P3 at the moment. Fat Cat keeps it like this, he will win the race by a long shot. Aiden is rated in P2 at the moment. Keith in P3. He's going to have to make up 6 seconds to Aiden if he wants to get P2, which is doable. He's on fresh softs compared to Aiden's 21 lap old hard tires. Any other battles going on? Neon is close to Combinator. Let's see if anything can happen between these two. Combinator looks like he is kind of struggling on those tires. He has been on... Oh! What the... I'm not sure what happened there. Bit of a brake check by the looks of it from Combinator, but there may have been something wrong, but we'll just have to see what happens. As I believe Fat Cat is catching those two as well. It's catching on to the back of yeah, Combinated and Neon. Out to lap them. So we will go on board with Keith. Does see the purple's the one. He is really pushing this Ferrari to get into that 3 seconds of Aiden, which he is basically almost done. 3.9. 3.8, 3.7, 3.6. His time is going down really rapidly. He's basically in the 3 seconds now. He's just got to keep within that 3 seconds. That's P2 for him, and most likely I think that is actually guaranteed the championship no matter what. Yeah, he's within the 3 seconds now. So at this rate, Fat Cat P1, Aiden P2, not Aiden, sorry, Keith P2 and Aiden P3. Combinated has boxed as well, serving the 10-second penalty and also getting off those old mediums or hards. I don't remember. We'll go back here to Black Bear. On the back of Karubi here, both fighting for P7, both got the 9-second penalties. I can't English today. What is happening? Believe they both will lose positions at this rate to Neon. Is Keith going to try and make a move on track, is he? Let's see, we'll go on with Keith, see if he's going to get P2 on track. Looks towards the inside, no he doesn't, decides better of it and backs out. Probably not a good place to overtake, and he knows that. It's a little bit of a slide, bit of drifting. Around the final couple corners, big slide on exit from Aiden. And ERS and DRS, both of them will be burning. They both are. Keep going to look for a move. Oh, just taps the back of him. Aiden is in the wall. That's really controversial. We will have to see what happens after the race with that. But at this stage, Keith is P2, Aiden P3 on track. So we will go on board with Fat Cat coming through on the last lap of the race, through the swimming pool chicanes, kept it clean all race. Really good pace. Probably got a little bit lucky with the drive-through from Keith, but it could have been a good battle between those two. But Fat Cat on his debut race as a reserve driver, coming around the final corner from started P3 on the grid. Comes across the line in P1. Fat Cat is your Monaco Grand Prix winner. What a race from him as Keith responded. Now your championship leader will be coming across the line in his second home Grand Prix in P2, followed by Aiden is Raiden in P3. Good race from these guys. Lord Mahavir from last almost does a Nico Hulkenberg, but finishes just shy of the podium in P4. He'll be real happy with that. As Guga 14, I mean, he's beaten his teammate for once, so we won't call him washed today. finishes P5. Sprinter Giggles will be the next one to cross the line. Drove by controller, guys. Whoopsie. Anyway, Sprinter Giggles coming across the line, finishing P6. I don't know, he may be happy with that, he may not be, but I think he probably will be happy with that, especially for the constructors. Karubi will come across the line in P7, or was Black Bear? Nope. Looks like Karubi will come across the line P7, and then Black Bear in P8. What a race, guys. Good race from everyone. Obviously, 8 people DNF with 12 finishes out of the full 20. We'll look at the thing. Race winner, obviously, Fat Cat. Fastest lap was go to Fat Cat as well. Driver of the day, Lord Mojave, probably fair. Most overtakes went to Communiter, and cleanest driver, Sprinter Giggles. Last of P20, cold. Yeah, real cold, bro. Last of P4, yeah. So anyway, looking back at it, Fat Cat is your race winner here in Monaco. Keith in P2, Aiden P3, rounds out your podium positions. Lord Mojave, Google 14, Sprinter Giggles, Karubi, Black Bear, Neon, and Jordan round out their top 10 here in Monaco. And coming out of the last finisher, obviously, Piastrigo, Connor OCE, JD Juicebox, F1 Banks, Daniel Avocado, King Kong, Glodrip, Cooper, and Apex all DNFing from the race. What a race here. Anyway, I don't think there will be any interviews today, just due to, obviously, Kalki not being here, so we can't really do any. But looking forward to next week. I can't remember what track it is. So let's have a quick look. Next week we are in Belgium for the Belgian Grand Prix. It's probably going to be a real good one there. Hopefully we get another full grid. Yes, Black Bear, next week, same exact time. Might see you there, hopefully. But anyway, yeah, look, next race will be the Belgian Grand Prix. But otherwise, thank you guys for tuning in. That is the race done. We will see you guys next week, hopefully with Kalki. Later, guys.